Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today I am playing StarMade. And, what is that? Well, that's a square fighter. Oh, cool, I just randomly jumped, apparently. Of all the places in this entire galaxy, I jumped to where I was building a square fighter. Cool. What am I doing? Oh, I am, doing this. I had a suggestion, I think somewhat jokingly, about putting a light on the bridge, like a kit car light. But I thought, yeah, I like that idea. I want some sort of animated light. So today we are going to rig up a light system. So we're going to say animated lights, that is. Let's see. How am I going to do this? So the logic works. You hit the... I want lights to flash while everything's unloading. So you hit launch all. Launch all comes down and triggers what? Exactly. Triggers that and... oh no, triggers that delay, then launches all of these. Okay. Alright. So, I want something... Alright, let's set up our logic first. Let's get rid of symmetry. So I want an ore. So I can row the... No, that's not true. I want an ore, so if any of these are on, this one's on. And I want an and. That to go to here. And I would like a... not. See, how do I want to do this? So if any of these are on, I want the lights on, except I want them on all the way. So let's see, what is the last ship to leave? Which is going to be top aft. And if I recall, they fire... that one should be the last ship out, which is this one. So top aft, it goes top forward, bottom aft, bottom forward, top aft. So this should be one of the last ships out. All right. And I want a marker on here so I know where I'm going with this. Right. And in fact, let's put a yellow light there. Except I'm going to turn it off. And hit V. Not exactly sure where I'm going with this. No, that's not what I want to do. I was going to do something dumb, but I don't want to do anything dumb. Let's hit a activation module. Not attached to anything. There's a button that goes to it. Oh no, let's see. And not any button. So this and that. And not. Do I want any and not? No. There, I just need an and. Hold on, I'm thinking through this as I do it. So this feeds into the and that feeds into the and. Alright. So, what happens is this button will only trigger this flip-flop off. It's like a one-way valve. It will not trigger it on. Alright, there we go. And I want you to attach to that. Except I don't want it to attach to that. I want it to attach to that. So when this particular fighter launches and it hits this shootout rail, it will trigger this button to stop. So let's test it to make sure that works. So we're gonna, because I don't think I've ever used a shootout rail tied to a button. Actually, no, I want that the other way around. I have it tied on backwards. Where's my... I put my light on the wrong side. Put that in there. All right. because it doesn't need to tie. I need to tie the rail to the button. There we go. Cannot construct module. Yeah. So now let's try this out by putting like a how do you crate docking here? Whatever. Don't care. Oh good, it already launched. But did it launch? Yes, and it triggered the, because I had that on, it triggered this, turned it off. I'm gonna make sure, double check that is on. And I lost my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one. You're talking there, whatever. Okay. And that launched it, and that definitely turned it off. All right. So now I want an and not. So not and an and. Go here. All right. So what have I done? Now let's also come up and grab launch all. This is only going to be for the launch all sequence, and tie that into that and. So launch all. In fact, we're going to have a surrogate launch all button. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and have to launch all this over and over again. So this is going to be our pretend launch all button. If I click launch all, it turns this on. Then this goes through its whole rigmarole. The last one shoots off and turns it off. All right. And let's see here, and here. Nope. So let's turn you off and ooh, let's not tie that in directly into the system. Let's do an or here. Or let's do something in the bridge. Let's see, and here, and let's go. Again, we're gonna go launching lights. Launching lights. All right, hope lights. Now we're gonna tie this to the other or. To the other or. There we go, and we're gonna grab this flip-flop, and we're gonna have an indicator light here to tell us whether the launching lights are on. All right. Turn that off, and that is not doing what I want it to do. Good grief. That goes to this or. This or goes to the and. All right. Always check your logic every step of the way. Launching lights are on, and I cannot turn them off. They will be turned off once once it does. So we're gonna go turn off launching lights. This is just going to be a manual override. So we're gonna go here to come on. Here to, let's grab a and there we go. So now this can turn off the launching light. So let's comment our system. Manual lights off. And we're gonna go V, because V is an arrow pointing down. Auto, or last fighter out, lights off, and This is turn on lights. All right. This, we're gonna put a one here, and we're gonna actually hit the R button. And this is launching sequence. That's not how you spell sequence, but that's lovely. So now we have the lights on, and we can manually shut them off, manually turn them on. Oh, my brain was saying something's not right here. That button over there, see the one to the right? It's reflecting the yellow light. So now I have a way to manually turn on and off these lights, and an automatic way to turn on and off the lights. Now we just need the lights. So let's come down here, and let's see, let's grab, see, and a knot. Let's make a clock. So we have an activation module, a knot, an and a delay. The delay goes to the activation module not to and delay. And that turns on and off the clock. Well, you don't actually need the and. You can skip the and do the not straight into the delay. But for our purposes, we want the clock only to run when this input's on. So instead of fooling around and doing that, we'll just tie this flip-flop to this and. So it'll be on or off depending on... There we go. All right, it'll be on or off depending on the flip-flop. Okay. Just checking everything, because sometimes the clocks cycle funny. You can actually get it to not cycle properly, so we're going to do just an emergency light clock reset. Light clock reset. Just in case something doesn't go right. There'll be a button here that will reset that activation module, and it'll force the clock to reset back into sync. Now we're going to use that clock as the basis of all of our animated lights. Beautiful, isn't it? Now that I have all this worked out, I even commented my code, which is something I don't typically do. So now I can hit the button, it'll reset the clock, make sure it'll run properly. Oh, right. Because if I do something like that, that doesn't allow the clock to do its thing. So let's get back here and reset the clock. Find it. Yep. Now the manual reset has allowed it to reactivate. And you never know what goes wrong with logic, so it's always a good idea to have a backup system. Now, this is not a particularly important system, but I like it. And it's just, I guess it's also a tool to show that, yeah, you sometimes need a backup system. All right, so it looks like all my cool launching controls are over here. Not sure what's going to be over here yet. Probably mostly RP junk. All right, so not a lot of time left for the actual construction of the animated lights, so we'll probably do that later. You know what? I should really actually finish hulling, but that is actually my least favorite part of shipbuilding, is doing the hull. Anyway, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I wanted to get rid of those yellow lights because they've already served their purpose of marking out where I needed to go. There we go. So just get rid of them. All right. I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I will do you cats later.